recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. I asked my team if we could copy and paste the vote from the allergy resolution to this bill. I was told it was a no, so I'm here to present on SB 68 that is very similar to the resolution that was brought up by the senator from Santa Clarita. SB 68 is about protecting individuals with allergies. Individuals like me, who as a kid was a bubble child, I'm allergic to 60% of the fruit, all the entire nuts, sometimes the air and grass, and I have been intubated in 3rd grade for eating watermelon. I have been to the ER about 4 to 5 times as a learning about what plates carry nuts. I did not know when I was younger that pesto was made from pine nuts, and once I ended up in the ER when my mom thought I was about to die in front of her, because it's a really horrendous feeling to go through when you have food allergies. It is difficult for me to go into restaurants that don't have the information on their menus, that don't show what foods are made of. In fact, the EU for the past 10 years does disclose that information, and when I vacation in Europe, I am always excited to go into restaurants and see that it directly tells you what each food is made up of. And I want to do what the EU is doing here in California. I want to make sure that our restaurants label on their menus what their food has with the 9 FDA-recognized allergens. I want to make sure that kids nowadays do not come in contact with the food they're allergic to and have to have their life almost be taken from them. So many kids, as you heard in the resolution, are dying. Adults are dying from this. It's an irreversible condition. You don't always have your EpiPen. Like me, my EpiPen is always safe in the cabinet of my desk and does not travel with me everywhere, unfortunately. But I want to make sure that we're protecting our people. So all this bill is doing is asking restaurants with exclusion of food trucks or food carts to label their menus. A lot of restaurants do that now. And I am happy to be in the seat of the previous senator, Senator Alex Padilla, now U.S. Senator, who did the nutrition labeling of our restaurants from this very Senate district. During that time, people thought that restaurants were going to close. It was going to be a big burden, and it was not. This is the same case here. In fact, this is going to protect individuals. With that, respectfully asking for an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator. Seeing no mics up for discussion or debate, Secretary, please call roll.
Allen. Aye. Alvarado Gil. Aye. Archuleta. Aye. Adeguin. Aye. Ashby. Aye. Becker. Aye. Blakespear. Aye. Cabaldon. Aye. Caballero. Aye. Cervantes. Choi. Cortezi. Aye. Daly. Durazo. Aye. Gonzalez. Aye. Grayson. Aye. Grove. Aye. Hurtado. Aye. Jones. Laird. Aye. Limon. McGuire. McNerney. Aye. Menjivar. Aye. Nilo. Aye. Ochoa Bog. Padilla. Aye. Perez. Aye. Reyes. Richardson. Aye. Rubio. Aye. Ciarto. Aye. Smallwood Cuevas. Aye. Stern. Aye. Strickland. Umberg. Aye. Valadares. Aye. Wahab. Aye. Weber Pearson. Aye. Wiener. Aye.
Secretary, please call absent members.
Cervantes. Choi. Daly. Jones. Limon. McGuire. Ochoa Bog. Reyes. Strickland.
Ayes 31, no 0. Measure passes.